Civilized Raccoon, and I'm bringing you Civilization 7's latest update, 1.2.2, or as I like to call it, Hugs, Shrugs, and Uggs. We're going to look at some of the stuff that I found interesting here, that I like, that I don't like, and I'll start with the stuff I don't like, of which there's really only one thing: no hot seat. Now, I know they didn't promise hot seat. It wasn't coming. I knew that. Still waiting. Really want to get my son involved in Civ 7, and that's the quickest, easiest, and yes, cheapest way to do it. So that's okay. The one thing I don't like is the thing that isn't here at all and wasn't meant to be. Fair enough. But what about the things I don't care about? There's, well, some of that. For example, the new loading screens. They look really nice. There's new information in there. If I like that they're there, but if somebody had told me, well, there's not going to be new loading screens, I would have been okay with that. So it's one of those things that's nice, but I didn't really need it. And the large and huge maps, now that might surprise some people, um, because everybody's been waiting for these, except me. I find that when I play Civ, I can die just as easily on a tiny map as I can on a huge map. So really, the map size hasn't made a huge difference to me. Now, what else do we have? We have stuff that I think the jury is still out on. And I don't know how I feel about it yet either. So let's just go through some of these. The treasure convoys, growing legs, as the update puts it. It's not a bad idea in itself. I like that you can now have inland treasures accessible and you can make use of them. That's great. But at the same time, I'm a little disappointed that now, fishing keys are kind of nerfed. They don't really have a true function anymore other than their yields. Um, and I wonder if maybe at some point we could require, having to have a wharf or something for the treasure convoy to work. I don't know. Something else would be good. Um, the custom AI difficulty settings. Well, I guess that's good. I mean, it's not something I have strong feelings about, although I have to admit I might nerf some things if I try deity level again, which I still haven't conquered. So maybe it might be helpful to me. I don't know yet. I can't say for sure. Being able to turn the crises on or off. Initially, when the game came out, I kind of liked this idea. I was not initially opposed to it like a lot of people were. I did get frustrated consistently with the unhappiness crisis, and I wouldn't mind turning that off now and again. I don't know if it would really spoil the game to turn all of the crises off. I don't have that dislike of the game feeling like it's on rails, like a lot of people do. But the crises, yeah, I could understand that probably best of all. And disabling the score victory, I don't know. Then I'm not sure what I'm doing it for. I like the sandbox feel, but I also like that I'm working towards a victory of some kind. And disabling the score victory, especially if you disable everything else, I don't know. I mean, I'm going to try it and see how that goes. As far as the legacy path being on or off, now this I'm really on the fence about because yes, I understand that maybe there's too much of a form for you to fit into as a player and not enough freedom. And I get that, but at the same time, I kind of like the legacy paths. In fact, I somewhat want to add more legacy paths. I think that would be kind of cool. And I have some things in mind about that I'd like to do another video on at a later date. But for now, we'll move on. The stuff that I think is okay with the update, well, there's a bunch of these as well. For example, the scout dog petting, you know, that's fine. I think adding a personal element, and I don't have a pet right now, so this is as close as I'm going to get. So I'm okay with this. that works. I approve. As the specialist changes, yeah, I get they were necessary, and I don't have a big problem with that. And I think that could probably work. It's almost under the jury is still out category, but for now, I think it's okay. And we'll see how it fleshes out in gameplay. More Gwendolyn Christie. Absolutely. I love her voice. I thought she was shortchanged with the original release. Now, that's not to downplay Sean Bean. I loved Sean Bean as well. He was hampered in Civ 6 by one thing, and that is some really lousy, flippant quotes. I didn't like the quotes in Civ 6 on a consistent basis. And I'm a literary guy, so that means a lot to me. In fact, the quote about poetry and cheese really ticked me off. But anyway, Sean Bean was great, and Gwendolyn Christie is awesome. And I like the quotes in this game a lot better than the ones in Civ 6. So great. More power to Gwendolyn. The improved Civilopedia, like everybody else, yes. And I'm glad to see this is happening. I don't use the Civilopedia all that often, but it's nice to know that it's there as a safety net in case you're confused. So that this is a good development and loved by all, I suspect. Improved AI, yes. You want to see the AI doing stuff that makes sense. That gives you good competition, gives you something to push back against. And so, yeah, improved AI, always good. That's a motherhood issue, really. Mother? Why did I just think all of a sudden of the movie Alien? But anyway, um, and Steam Workshop support. This, of course, is awesome. Now, I've been using Civ Fanatics and the app Civ Mods, and so I've been getting pretty regular mod support anyway. So it's not as big a boon to me as it would be to others. But definitely, this smooths out the whole process. So yeah, it's definitely great. Okay, what's truly great is the stuff on this list. And I'll go through these quickly. The adjustment to city state hostility and the ability to do that, of all the AI adjustments, that's the one I'm most likely to use because honestly, if I'm ever going to get through a deity level game, I have to make these guys play nice for the first 30 turns, or I'm just going to die every time. And I'm going to try this one out very soon, in fact. Uh, this one is a tiny one, but it's one of those things that really irritated me when I'd have multiple leaders upset with me and I couldn't reconcile with more than one of them at any given time. Now I can, because that's the kind of guy I am. I like reconciliation around for everybody. Yeah, it's on me. Reconciliation reconciliation for everyone, and I'm buying. Religion changes very generally, yes. I think we all want to see religion improve in the game. I mean, historically, obviously, it's important, and it would be nice if religion worked consistently in a way that was fun. I know that sounds weird to say when you're thinking about real life religion, but yes, we need religion to be more fun and interesting in this game. And some of the new uh, religions and powers, I think, the pantheons and the beliefs, I think that's going to be a good way towards doing that. So, yay. Now, this one, I got to admit, I have mixed feelings about, but I'm more of a yay than a nay. Bypassing Civ unlock requirements. On the one hand, I don't like or I don't mind having to fulfill the requirements to open Civs up for the next stage. I don't mind it at one level. But now that I've been playing for several months, I would like the chance to try combinations of leaders and civs that maybe aren't that common or just really hard to get during normal gameplay. So being able to unlock the requirements, yeah, I'm definitely going to try this out. The new city state bonuses, yes, absolutely. The more the merrier. It'll add more variety. I'm really looking forward to this. I've already started to see it in the first game I started up. It's a very nice change. No problems with this whatsoever. And the new town focus bonuses. This to me is what the game should really be focusing on is how to make towns more integral to our gameplay. The variety is great. The concept of having cities and towns supporting them is terrific. The all city meta that absolutely worked and that took over the game for the last little while is fine. It's fine, but it doesn't have the same variety as the city supported by town meta. If that's going to become a thing, the variety and the strategy that goes into that, I think, could be really good and push this game over the top. So those are my thoughts about the latest update. If you have any comments about this or any challenges, or you just can't figure out what I'm thinking about this, drop a comment down below. Maybe even drop a like or a subscribe if you liked what you heard. Try and help a young and struggling channel get on its feet, and an old and struggling me get on mine. Anyway, until next time, this is Civilized Raccoon. See you, I guess, next time. Bye.